Good afternoon. Today, I want to address a topic that often sparks debate and divided opinions: video games. Some say that playing video games is a waste of time. However, I believe this view doesn't consider the whole picture. Yes, if we focus strictly on productivity and our incomes, we incomes aren't directly linked to video games. We might consider the time spent as not productive in the traditional sense. But is that the only way to measure the value of our time? If we recognize video games as a form of culture, which they undoubtedly are, then the question changes. Is consuming culture a waste of time? My answer is no. Consuming culture is vital for our personal enrichment. Video games are a symphony of art, music, narrative, and history. Each game is a chance to experience worlds and perspectives that would otherwise be inaccessible to us. The characters we meet and the stories we live in these digital worlds contribute to our personal narrative. They teach us, challenge us, and inspire us. In a video game, problem solving, strategy, and collaboration go beyond the screen. These skills stay with us in our daily life, shaping who we are and continue to be. Continuing our exploration of video games and their impact on our lives, we face a fundamental question. Do video games help develop skills? Take, for example, games that require aiming or quick reaction. These not only challenge our concentration but also sharpen our reaction time and our ability to calculate distance and speeds, improving our spatial intelligence. Racing simulators, used by professional Formula One drivers, testify to the practical value of video games. These professionals use advanced simulators to practice and perfect their driving techniques, showing that video games go beyond mere entertainment. On the other hand, card games, turn-based or strategy games, enhance our planning and execution ability. They teach us to anticipate and adapt to unexpected changes, to think of alternatives and solutions to challenge. They are a constant exercise for the mind, inviting reflection and strategic analysis. And let's not forget games set in historical times, which offer a window to the past, teaching us about the history and context of different cultures and civilizations. These games enrich our knowledge and expand our view of the world. Now, let's address another important aspect of video games: their use as a means of escape. Do people play video games as a way to avoid problems or bad feelings? The reality is that, just like with alcohol, drugs, books, or movies, there are people who use video games as a refuge from their problems. However, I don't believe this to be an inherent characteristic of video games themselves. It's true that being a form of culture that stimulates several of our senses and requires concentration, video games offer a easy way to forget and escape life's difficulties. But it is necessarily bad? The answer is not simple, and I think that it could be analyzed case by case. At certain times, video games can be valuable company. They can provide temporary relief, transporting us to worlds where our worries seem distant and less overwhelming. In this sense, they can be a balm for the soul in difficult times, offering comfort and distraction when we need it most. However, it's crucial to recognize that this form of escape is not a long-term solution. If refuge in video games becomes a constant evasion of reality, it can turn into a problem. The key is balance and understanding that although video games can offer temporary respite, facing solving our problems is essential for our long-term well-being. In conclusion, video games, like any form of entertainment or culture, can be both a means of escape and a source of joy and learning. What's important is how we use them and how we integrate that experience into our everyday life. Balance, as in so many other things, is essential.